Yay, math! We are here for more math. If you were getting annoyed with distributive property, good news, you can take a few days off from that while we talk about equations. There are actually going to be 3 types of equations. So our first goal is identify the types of equations and then checking equations using substitution. If you don't have your pink notes out, you should grab them right now. Pause while you find them. So, like I said, equations. There are 3 types of equations. First of all, we should know this is going to look a little bit different because before we had expressions. That's an algebraic expression. We weren't necessarily worried about finding an answer. But the second half of chapter 2, we switch to equations, and there actually will be some answers going on. How do we know that? Because it will have an equal sign. Weird, look at this. Equal and equation both look a lot alike. Look at that. Also, there are 3 types of equations: a true equation, a false equation, and an open sentence. Pause if you need more time. I hope you thought to yourself, well, what's an open sentence? Good question. What is an open sentence? An open sentence is a special type of equation with 1 or more variables. So you might be saying, what does this look like? There are 3 examples right on your notes. So if you look at the first example, 6 plus 12 equals 18. We are trying to figure out, is that true? Is that false? Is that an open sentence? We can think about this like a triple beam balance from 6th grade science. I'm not a great artist, but it looks a little bit like this. And if you had 2 things called kilograms on this side, and you had 2 things called kilograms on this side, they should balance out. Same thing with this. If I have 6 plus 12 on one side, is it going to balance out with 18 on the other side? Hopefully your response is true. And here's the next important part. What is your proof that it's true? And you would say, well, because the left side is equal to 18 and the right side is equal to 18. So look at that. True. Next one. You're thinking, if I have 6 on one side of my balance and 4 plus 3 on the other side, do they balance out? I hope you are saying false. And why? Because the left side has 6 and the right side has 7, therefore not equal. Finally, the last question. The left side has 6y and the right side has negative 3 plus 5y. Do they balance out? I hope you're saying, I don't know, because that's the perfect time to call it an open sentence. Since no one has told us what y equals yet, we don't know if it's going to balance out for true or not for false. So we're going to call it an open sentence. If you need more time, you should press pause so you can catch up. Here are some other tougher ones that hint, 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 you are going to see on the chapter test. So the top one, or might be the left one on your notes. 2x minus 2 minus 5x equals 5 times the quantity 2 minus x. Here's my big triple beam balance. Are they going to balance out? Hopefully, you realize that you don't know if they're going to balance out, which is what makes it an open sentence. Why is it an open sentence? We don't know what the variable is. Maybe it's going to balance out, maybe it's not. Here is a tougher one. Is this going to balance out? Whoa, I see a ton of 7th grade rules happening right here. I see a big plus. And now I see a -3 that's going to balance a 5. Positives win by 2. 6 times 2, 12. On the left, or the right, sorry, I see a battle between positives and negatives. Negatives win by 6 times 2. True. Both sides balanced out nicely like that. We found a true equation. Now, if one side would have been 13 instead of 12, that would be false. Moving on down, there's a couple tricks they're trying to play on us here. Like, I'm not going to give them the numbers. I'm going to put it down there in English and see if I can trick them. So, I'm going to first change it to a mathematical sentence, not an English sentence. 9 times the opposite, the opposite, the opposite, the opposite. Oh, -5 is 45. Here's my balance. Is it going to balance out? A positive times a negative is a negative. Oh no. Not balanced. Similar in the next one. Here's the English sentence. We need the math sentence. 20 minus x is 3. Is that going to balance out? Hopefully you're saying, I don't know, because it's an open sentence. Why? We don't know x yet. One more thing that goes along with this is called a solution of an equation, where if you take a value for that variable, it wouldn't be an open sentence anymore. You could actually figure out if it is true or false. But we're mostly concerned about the ones that make it true. Pause if you need to write that down. Is 30 a solution of the equation 170 plus x equals 200? So basically what they're asking us, if we substitute x with a 30 in my triple beam balance, if we substitute x with a 30, is it true? Yes, 30 is a solution. Why? Because now the left side equals 200 and the right side equals 200. Yay! The last two put the variable number in a very, very, very weird spot. I don't blame you for thinking that's confusing. So this number after the semicolon, that's not part of the equation. They're basically asking you to test that number in the spot of the variable. Test that number in the spot of the variable. Test that number in the spot of the variable. So, back to my balance. Test 1 in the spot of t. Is it going to balance out? Well, the left side is 9 and the right side is 2. Definitely not equal. Is 1 a solution? No. 1 is not a solution. Move my maybe balance over to the next side. Is 6 going to fit in the spot of a variable? Is 6 going to fit in the spot of the variable? 9 minus 6, 3. Right side, already 3. Equals. Yay, 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 yes. 6 is a solution. Back to our 2 goals of the day. Find the 3 types of equations, true, false, or open sentence, And if it's an open sentence where they give you the number, test it. Is it going to fit in there or not? You can expect the same type of questions on page 84. Good luck, people. Hasta luego. Adios. See you later. Bye.